Highlights now from Flaberdeen versus Parmesan on week 5, and with Flaberdeen kicking off in blue and Parmesan playing in white on the right hand side of the screen. And early on, Flaberdeen are going up the pitch looking for a chance here. James in the box there, plays it across and Richie sees it and plays it safely back to his keeper. And there we can see Parmesan are on the counter, but Flaberdeen are cutting out that attack back to their keeper. The ball the top to James up top, but Richie's intercepted. Richie with the shot. Oh, just wide there. Looked like that was going to go into the bottom corner for an early goal for Parmesan, but not quite. Then Flaberdeen are coming out from goals here. Brad pushing forward. Brad, and he's just wide with that shot there. Brad returning back this week and an early shot on goal there, but just wide. Alan, newcomer there with some nice trickery to get away from Johnny. Alan to Brad. Brad with a volley. Baz picking up in goals and holding it safely now. Flaberdeen are back up the pitch into Parmesan's half. They're looking to play. Brad playing it across to Alan. Alan in front of Richie. Plays it to Des on the wide. Des taking the shot. Just closed down there by Richie safely and into the box so the fan can then pick up the ball and play it out. The Parmesan are in Flaberdeen's half. Johnny with the ball out wide. Johnny is then closed down by Des. Des in the counter here. He's got Brad in the middle. Des takes a shot. It was a good shot. Barry getting a hand on it and just closing it down there. Brad picking up loose ball to Alan, and Alan can't quite get a clean hit on it for a goal, and it goes out safely for Parmesan to pick up. Richie now for Parmesan, playing it back to the goalkeeper. Baz rolling it out to Paul. Paul on the wide. He's got options. Johnny's on the move there, but he's been marked. Richie's in free space. Richie's got the ball. Plays it to Johnny. Sees it on Johnny with a little flick, and it's just wide there. Johnny couldn't control that, and Craig gets a foot on it and goals for Flaberdeen, keeping the ball safe. But Flaberdeen are coming straight back out. James to Des. Des moving up the wing still has the ball. Richie trying to close down. Des with a cross into the box. There's James, and James almost stuck it into the corner there, but Baz put a nice leg out to stop it. Now in the counter, Parmesan. Johnny to Kieran. Kieran with the shot. Just over, and Craig picks it up and holds it. Flaberdeen back in the Parmesan half, but Richie's closing down. Richie, although he's managed to get out to Flaberdeen, Brad's got it now. Brad can see Des across the pitch. Johnny's intercepted. Johnny's breaking through. Johnny in on goal. And finishes cool into the bottom corner. Craig looked like he was expecting it to go across goal, but Johnny sticks it into the near post. And on his return, he has a goal for Parmesan. He's on loan for today. Johnny, you can see here, getting the interception, breaking through with pace. Kieran being the decoy, letting Johnny run, and Johnny just slots it into the post. And Craig is expecting that to go across goals, but Johnny puts it into the near post. 1-0 to Parmesan. It's been a very tight game so far, but they've managed to sneak into the lead. Flaberdeen captain James here now kicking off for his team, trying to build up some momentum for his team. They've been fairly in this, so one goal down's not a disaster for them. Flaberdeen going forward with Des on the wide playing the ball up the wing, being looked after by Paul for Parmesan, but then there's James getting the ball across. Johnny, nice little interception there, playing it back to Baz and goals. Baz throws it out to Richie, to Burnley in the middle of the pitch, back to Richie. Richie through and goal, little tap. Oh, and that's a great save there by Craig. We've seen Richie stick those balls into the corner before and score, but Craig stopped them. Richie now, the interception from James into Burnley. Burnley trying to do some trickery, gets the ball to Richie. Richie hits the post and it's in. Richie with a similar sort of finish there that he attempted just beforehand, and Craig made the save, but he's now returned and got his revenge on Craig and stuck it into the corner. Nice little tap from the outside the foot there as he breaks through past James. And it's now 2-0 to Parmesan, extending their lead in this match. It's still tight, but Parmesan is creating that comfortable lead for themselves. Brad kicking off now for Flaberdeen, back to Des. Des rolling it out to James. Johnny's intercepted though. Johnny in on goal, through the legs of Craig, and that's quickly now 3 goals for Parmesan and 2 for Johnny on his return. He must be delighted with the contribution he's done, and look at that celebration there. Absolutely chuffed the bits of himself with the wiggle there. James trying to play it to Brad there. Johnny quick off the mark, gets an interception there, and then breaks down on goal, goes for the shot through Craig's legs. There's nothing Craig can do that. He's seen the gap there. And what is this celebration, by the way? It looks like he's one of those inflatable arm waving men or something, but he won't care. And neither will Parmesan, being 3-0 up after this match being heavily contested at the start. James now for Flaberdeen. James moving forward. James the shot. Baz with a good save of the leg there. Interception there by Johnny, and the tap breaks down. There's Craig now out of goal for Flaberdeen, but he's been intercepted there by Burnley. Burnley breaking through and goal across to Richie. Richie with the shot, and unlike Richie, he skished it wide there. It's unlike Richie. Normally that goes into the back of net, but Parmesan are still in the attack. Paul now to Johnny. Johnny breaking through past Craig. Johnny with a shot. Johnny just wide there looking for his hat trick, and he hits it way out the park there to end that attack. Here comes Johnny again for Parmesan on the wide. Johnny with the ball, playing it into Richie. Richie with the tap, and again, Richie just can't quite get the goal. He's got one so far, but that's a couple there you would have thought he would have put in the back of the net. Flaberdeen counting straight from that though, with Craig on the wide to Brad in the middle. Brad, past Paul, bottom corner there, and Brad showing Richie how it's done. He's got the tightest of angles there and spaces there, and he manages to get it past Baz and goals. We've done a great job so far, but that was a very smooth finish there from Brad to give his team a lifeline in this chance. It looked like Parmesan were running away with it, but Flaberdeen backing it now. Craig doing good work to keep the ball away from Richie. Brad picking up a little control to take away from Paul there. Hit with a left foot and into the bottom corner. Nothing Baz can do there. It's right into that corner spot, which is tricky to stop from there. 3-1 the Parmesan. The Flaberdeen will feel they'll have a chance to come back into this match, so it could be seeing a lot more action from both teams going forward now. Johnny with the kick-off for Parmesan to Burnley. Burnley playing it back to Richie. Richie looking for options. Burnley picking it up. Burnley looking for options there. Caesar on a Paul on the wide. Plays it out there, and the attack breaks down from there. Richie out wide for Parmesan. Another attack. Out to Burnley wide. Burnley playing it in. Richie picking up the back heel to Johnny. Johnny's made a little bit of space away from Brad, but plays it out to Paul, who's coming in late. Paul down to Richie, who's in space. Richie, nice little curl ball. Johnny, first time volley. That is spectacular for the hat-trick there. Not only was the pass absolutely spot on by Richie with the outside of the boot to play it back in the middle, but Johnny timed that volley just right here. You can see Paul coming in late, playing that ball down the wing there to Richie. Richie first time with a little scoop outside with a spin. Johnny reading it, going to hit it with the right, changes his mind, hits it with the left, through Dez's legs, and that's a great way to cap off a hat-trick on the debut week for Parmesan on loan. And look at his face, he is absolutely chuffed to bits with that. And so should Richie with that pass, let's not understate that. 4-1 to Parmesan against Flaberdeen here. Flaberdeen looked like they were coming back in, but Parmesan extending their lead now, looking to take full control of the game. Parmesan back on the attack after Flaberdeen kick-off. Johnny playing it back to Paul. Paul controlling the ball well. Keeps it in defence to kill off any attack from Flaberdeen there. Flaberdeen with a chance there. Baz with a good save, but the rebound line to Richie. Richie taking on Brad. Craig is covering the spaces and managed to hold off Richie there so Des can pick it up. Des, quick roll out to Brad. Brad trying to get it past Burnley, but the deflection's taking it out wide. Now Burnley's picked it up. Through to Johnny. Johnny trying to go around Craig. James gets in the way. It's a loose ball. Burnley with a cool finish there. Little juggle of the ball, placing it into the bottom corner. And when it looked like Flaberdeen had picked up the ball there and stopped the attack, Burnley managed to use his magic to then put it into the bottom corner to even further the lead for Parmesan and take this game into full control there. Lovely touch there, the right foot to juggle it up and then stick it into the corner there. That's a great finish. And here he is waving to his mum, letting her know where he is today, so she's not worried about him. James with the kick-off now for Flaberdeen, and this is becoming a bit repetitive for Flaberdeen. They'll be needing a goal soon, but that was a good shot by Brad and a good save by Baz there to put it wide. Paul going for the juggle on the ball, plays it back to keeper. Keeper kicks it out to keep it safe and to basically get the ball up the other end away from their goal. Flaberdeen now trying to look into getting the Parmesan's half, but they've lost the ball again. Johnny out wide, plays it into Burnley in good space. Another lovely bit of juggle in there from Burnley. Burnley looking to get around Des. He does so, rolls it through the legs of James, and that is just complete and utter filth. There is nothing more to describe that. That is complete toying with the opposition. He really should be getting a caution for that. That is just mean there. Des trying his best to kind of close down the space for Burnley there. Richie becoming as an option. Burnley not even using it. Rolling the ball past Des. Rolling it again in front of James and then putting it through the legs. That is absolutely criminal there, but Parmesan will not care that Burnley is using his absolute tremendous skills to throw about the defence there for Flaberdeen. All they'll be concerned about is the fact that they're now 6-1 up. And with not much long left in this game, this could be the setting stone of making sure Parmesan win the game. But Flaberdeen won't let them have it yet. They're on the attack now with Allen and Craig, and that's a good ball looking for Brad, but fortunately for Parmesan, Burnley and goals managed to grab it there. Craig out in the wide, plays up for Des. Des back into Brad. Brad trying to get round Baz. That's a good save there by Burnley, and it manages to end that attack there. Now Parmesan are on the counter here with Kieran. Looking to play through Richie, but Allen's intercepted. Allen with a shot, just over, rebound. Brad has it, Brad to Alan. Alan takes another shot just wide. Brad with the rebound and into the bottom corner. That's 2 for Brad today on his return back to Fat Fives. But Alan doing some great attempts there. First off with a powerful shot that was just over there. The rebound managed to get to Brad. Brad controlled it there well. Played a nice little back here to Alan. Alan with another attempt. And again, it looks like Bunny there got a little touch on the ball to put it wide. But the rebound just slowly rolls in front of Brad. And he's got enough time to think about it and place it in. 2 goals for Brad, 2 goals for Flaberdeen, but Parmesan's lead still at 6, and it's going to take a lot big effort to see Flaberdeen kind of get anything out of this game, but you never know now that they've got that goal back. Here come Parmesan again. They're looking, but Des is intercepted now. Des playing the shot, oh, and it's just over. Can Brad bring it down? Brad with a volley, just wide, back to Des again. Des thinking about it, but changes mind, rolls it back to Alan. Alan out to Craig. Craig goes to get it in front of Richie into the corner. And it looks like a lot of the momentum's done here, and it is so as it rolls back to burning goals for Parmesan. Baz now playing it past Craig, but it's been picked up by Brad now. Brad using Craig there. Craig to Brad, good play Brad, and it's just over. That was some fantastic play there from Craig and Brad. That really deserved a goal, but unfortunately just over there from Brad. Des takes it the corner to Craig. Craig tries to control it, round past Baz, but Burnley picks it up so it rolls into the box. And now Parmesan are on the attack. Can they score another one? Can they extend their lead back to what it was? Paul with the long shot, but no. Off the wall and back into the box. Alan now, after being rolled up by the keeper James. Baz is intercepted though. Richie's picked up the ball that Baz intercepted from Alan. And that's the 7th goal there for Parmesan now. And their lead is back to being extended. Alan, unfortunately, here trying to play a nice little ball, but Baz has read it well. Brad's momentum means he can't get to it quick enough, but Richie's read it well. Richie takes the ball in, shoots with power, and finally, he's got his 2nd goal. After all those attempts early on, Richie's finally got a 2nd goal to add to Parmesan's score. 7-2 here, and you feel like this could be the end of the game for Flaberdeen, and Parmesan will be delighted with the fact that they've got this much of an extension after Flaberdeen have been getting close to them into the league. But here come Flaberdeen. Again, they are not giving up. They are still seeking some goals to see if they can reduce the deficit. To Alan. Oh, unfortunately, Alan can't get the volley on target there. Great positioning for him, fantastic ball from Brad, but just couldn't get that ball down under control with the volley. And with that, we're about to head into the dying moments of the game here. Parmesan will be delighted with the 7 goals that they've scored against Flaberdeen, giving them a 5-goal lead, and the referee blows full time. Fat Fives are looking for new players. If you are in the northeast of Scotland, Aberdeen area and want to take part, please check out our website fatfives.football and feel free to fill out the registration form. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to ensure you get notified when new videos are released.